too emotional over one call.
Payton's been Mr. Consistency. He's averaging 23-3 in the playoffs, 23 a game versus Houston in their previous two, and it's a 6-point Rockets lead. They had built it to 11.
And here comes Seattle with much more aggressive, double the ball outside. This is what they did in game 2 and were so successful.
Eddie Johnson, defensive man, fell down. Wingate went to the floor and Eddie made him pay. Eddie Johnson, an outstanding scorer. He's not a good three-point shooter, but anything inside about 20, and Eddie Johnson is excellent on the perimeter, which is why they have him on this Houston team. He has 5 here tonight. 5 seconds in the period. It'll be a tough shot for somebody. Wingate. That did not beat the buzzer. So the Rockets hold the Sonics to only 21 in the first period. 29-21. And look at the Sonics shooting. If it wasn't for Schrempf, it'd be really in a big hole. So an interesting start here as the Rockets and the Sonics are tied at 1 game apiece. Today would be a good day to sell real estate in Seattle, Washington area. 70 degrees, crystal blue, Mount Rainier in the background on the shores of Puget Sound. What a beautiful part of the country, particularly this time of year. 29-21, Rockets, opening moments, second quarter. Jack Nees got a foul that quickly against Gary Payton, his first.
Well, shooting-wise in the first quarter, Houston shoots 50%, Seattle 35%. Fast break points, Houston 12, Seattle 2, transcended by the 35% shooting, allows Houston to get in the open court.
Drexler's going to take it all the way down inside. Bad pass out. He was looking for Johnson or Maloney on the wing, and Schrempf comes away with it. He has 9 already before he had to sit down with his 2 fouls. Perkins, who started, also didn't play much. Another Seattle turnover. That's 3. Eddie Johnson to Drexler. You can see Clyde Drexler really kind of runs things despite the fact they say Matt Maloney is the point guard. Eddie Johnson way out of his range, but Wingate was there and he leaked out after the long-range shot, which results in the Schrempf lay-in. That's 11 for Denver.
Now, Schrempf was 5 for 5, left in the first quarter because of 2 personals. And the previous possession, both Perkins and Cummings passed up shot, very hesitant.
Now the double team comes to Olajuwon. That opens up the 3 from Maloney. Misses it this time. Wingate has Payton all alone. Touchdown pass for Gary Payton. He missed the crip shot.
But he's so quick, he runs it down. And he is having a very difficult game scoring-wise and shooting. He's 2 for 8.
Wingate left alone. They're doubling off of Wingate, and he's made him pay with 2 triples already. Now the crowd into it. The 17,072 in the renovated new building here, Key Arena, just under the Space Needle. Maloney. Missed 2 in a row now. Long misses. And it's a 3-point game. Nobody saw Payton. He jams it. It's a 1-point game. Rudy T doesn't like that. He gets a timeout. Payton had the entire lane, and it's a 7-0 Sonics run. Payton has 7. 29-28 Rockets by only a point. One of the reasons the Sonics are on a 7-0 run is shown right here.
Look at the Houston Rockets walking into position very slowly. Look a little tired. Here comes Maloney off of Hakeem for a long-range 3. Doesn't go. Watch carefully what happens. Watch carefully. Payton gets the ball and hold it right there. Hold it. Look here. Look here. Who's going to pick him up? Wide open to the basket.
Play back in. Sonics within a point. 3 is now in for Maloney. With the ball to Ellie. Punched away by the glove. Gary Payton. Saved by Ellie. Shot clock down to 7 seconds, however. Looking for Willis. 2 seconds. He did not get the shot away. Willis didn't know the shot clock had run down. Dick Versace, what do you have for us?
I just came out of the Houston huddle. Rudy T comes over. He tries to calm everybody everybody down. All of a sudden, everybody's talking to everybody else saying, no easy baskets, no easy baskets. Back to the table.
Thank you. 29-28. Payton gets an easy basket.
Well, we know the talent of Gary Payton. He'll miss 5 shots in a row, but this guy can really play and defend. Gets caught there for a reach-in foul.
Seattle gets their first lead, and that's 2 on Gary Payton.
2 on Payton, 2 on Detlef Schrempf. Could play a role in this game.
There's the quick double team to Olajuwon. That leaves Ellie open. And the tip back from Eddie Johnson to Kevin Willis for the lay-in. Rockets back into the lead. Nice play by the veteran Eddie Johnson.
They're going to go this Detlef Schrempf matchup on Eddie Johnson. They think he can take him and score.
Got a foul before. The illegal defense was the call before the shot. That's the first, so it'll be inbounded on the near sideline. New 24-second clock. 9:07 to go in the half. Rockets led by 11. Sonics came back and took the lead. Rockets up by 1 now. That was a bullet for Cummings. He had to protect himself to catch it.
Cummings a little bit hesitant tonight offensively.
Ellie goes down, and fortunately for him, Payton misses, and we've got a foul in the backcourt after the big rebound. Ellie's all right. Wingate called for the first personal. Score from the earlier game tonight, in case you did not see it, it was right down to the wire. That is that Miami beat New York 88-84, evening that series. Hardaway with that big runner in the lane late in the game, which was, I agree with Doc Rivers, the key shot there for the Miami win.
Cadell 3 going one-on-one, getting in the lane on Wingate. Wingate has to reach from behind and fouls him.
He has 2 also. Does David Wingate. As Sedale Threatt steps to the line. Threatt signed late in the season as a free agent. He's been kind of playing himself back into shape, and that's his first free throw of the playoff series. Also, Shawn Kemp sitting on the bench for the moment. Shawn has played 11 minutes, has 4 points and 3 rebounds and 3 assists for Seattle tonight.
Well, the
Rockets lead.
Yeah, the Sonics very patient club. We've seen a number of times this year. They're not afraid of being down. And obviously the Rockets are a veteran club, but they feel like they're on the ropes a little bit, maybe a little bit more excited when they get down.
Trying to post up Perkins. Willis, intense. That's what Willis did in the first game. Wingate finally throws up a prayer of a 3. Back tip comes into the hand of Payton. He's fouled by 3. Here's that defensive intensity that they signed Kevin Willis for.
Working defensively, fronting the post. There's a chance to get a lob, but there was a lot of pressure on the ball. We can't see it outside. Overplaying, getting that hand in the passing lane, making it very tough to get off a decent shot. But Payton does his job inside. A dangerous offensive rebounder, even though he's one of the smallest people on the floor.
Perkins sits down. Kemp comes back in. Speaking of Kevin Willis, I can hardly believe this. He's finishing his 13th year in the NBA.
What? No. You've been watching him for a long time, but it tells you something about age or whatever you want to call it.
Michigan State player. Payton has 11 points and has scored the last 6 Seattle points. They're down by 1 after that Houston turnover.
Another trap by the Sonics, running 2 guys at the ball handler, forcing the ball out of his hands, and then the Rockets took a very tough quick shot.
Schrempf. And in the mixture of the pick, Eddie Johnson got ripped away, leaving him for the open shot. Rockets by a point. Up and under. Keene draws the foul.
Doing what he does best, catching the ball in the post. Always has had a new move. Great moves. This time watch carefully here. You'll see a little trap. Here comes Detlef Schrempf, designated trapper. Throws it. Quick shot. A shot he can make, but a very quick shot and a very bad shot as it turned out.
Hakeem Olajuwon, 77% free throw shooter. Charles Barkley on the bench right now. Career playoffs. Numbers you see, and those numbers have been declining for Hakeem Olajuwon, particularly since the 2 championship years. He has to share the shots and the ball more now that Drexler and Barkley are on this team. Into Kemp. Easy layup.
Kemp working the low post. Got the defensive man top side. Once you get it top side, and you can take the ball toward the baseline and get the pass, and you've got a great opportunity to score an easy layup.
That was not a good pass by Sedale.